Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am back, and today I'm going to give you what I think about the new Sonic the Hedgehog game that is coming out this autumn in 2024. Sonic and Shadow Generations. Now, in case you're wondering, Sonic Generations was back in 2011 of November. It came out in November of 2011, and it was a really good video game. You can play as two different kinds of Sonic, such as classic Sonic and modern Sonic, which is really good. But you can play as classic Sonic, modern Sonic, and Shadow in the new version of Sonic and Shadow Generations. Now, if you don't know about Shadow, he was debuted back in 2001 of Sonic Adventure 2 in the GameCube and of the Sega Dreamcast. And he was a bad guy in the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. If I have to describe Shadow, he's basically like Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. Because both Shadow and Vegeta are sometimes villains, but they can sometimes be heroes in their stories. And they can both Super Saiyan. And Now, what's the problem that I have with Sonic Generations? I think the problem that I have with Sonic Generations is that it might be a ratings trap. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, it's going to be a remake of Sonic Generations, which is amazing. And I'm so happy to play that game in the future. But here's the problem. It's Sonic Generations. And we're going to add Shadow in it. Don't get me wrong, I really love Shadow. But in the original Sonic the Hedgehog Generations, you have to go through 5 different levels in order to fight Shadow in Generations, right? You have to go through Wing Hill Zone, Helmet Your Plant, Sky Sanctuary, then you have to fight Dr. Eggman, then you have to go to that city level from Sonic Adventure 1. I believe it was called I forgot what the city level was called in Sonic Adventure 1. Was it Extreme City? I don't remember the name. And then after Sonic Adventure 1 city level, you have to go to Sonic Adventure 2's city level, which was City Escape. Now, here's the problem. After you complete that level, it gives you an option to fight Shadow, which is really awesome. Like, you have to fight him in the final level of Sonic Adventure 2, and that's the main problem that I think most people are probably wondering about this game, if it's going to be a remake. Which means, in the new version, you have to go through those 5 levels that I just mentioned in order to get to Shadow. Then you have to fight him. And then after you beat Shadow, it's going to get you an option to unlock him. Which means, in the new version, you might have to wait an hour, or depends on how many times that you die in the video game, in order to get to him. So, I'm predicting that it might have a little bit of false advertising of the game because you have to wait a little while to unlock him. At least in Sonic Forces, it doesn't tell you like, oh, Sonic is teaming up with Shadow, and oh, you're gonna have to unlock him first after you meet up to him. And if you do, you unlock his story of what he's doing in Sonic Forces. At least it helped you in suspense of what Shadow's doing in Sonic Forces. This is like, oh yeah, you have to go to like one level to another level, then another level, you complete the classic yellow, and then you go into the Nintendo GameCube era. In case you're wondering, I'm not calling it the Dreamcast era because it doesn't make any sense. It would make sense if it's just called the GameCube era because both Sonic Adventure 1, 2, and Heroes are both from the Nintendo GameCube. But moving on. But yeah, it's kind of like that. And the problem that I have is you're not going to be playing that much of Shadow in the game. You're only going to be playing as a few levels of Shadow, which I don't mind, but I'm pretty sure most people wanted to play Shadow and Sonic in the beginning of the game, not in the middle. So, the levels I think we're going to be getting and that we've seen so far Shadow's final level in Sonic Adventure 2, which was Final Rush. We'll probably get it yet. I want to say probably Sky Sanctuary. Oh, wait, not Sky Sanctuary. I want to say we might be getting Final Fortress from Sonic Adventure. I mean, not Sonic Adventure. Sorry. Sonic Heroes. And most of the game's going to be based off of Shadow. So I'm pretty sure it's mostly going to be like Shadow the Hedgehog heavy, which, don't get me wrong, I like Shadow the Hedgehog. It's an okay game. And I'm pretty sure it's mostly going to be like that type of heavy, like mostly based on Sonic the Hedgehog. I can't speak right now, sorry. It's mostly going to take place during like most of the levels going to be based on that one game for Shadow, which is Shadow the Hedgehog. Now, there might be a possibility that we might be getting other levels of Shadow's past, such as, we might be getting Shadow's version of Crisis City from Sonic 06. I'm pretty sure we might be getting some future levels. Actually, yeah, let's talk about that. Because it's not 2011 anymore. It's 2024. And Sonic has come a long way during when the original game came out. So how are we going to do this? Are we going to add more levels to the game of Sonic and Shadow Generations? I'm pretty sure that might be a possibility, but which levels? Because we're definitely going to be playing the classic Yellow all over again, which is Green Hill Zone, Chemical Plant, Sky Sanctuary. I believe it's called it's Stream City, City Escape, and we're definitely going to get Seaside Hill again. Then in the 360 Ella, which is going to be Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic 06, and Sonic Unleashed. Then we come to the Sonic Hellos Ella, or as I like to call it, the Wisp Ella, which is basically Sonic, Hellos, um, Lost World, and Forces. Now, I'm pretty sure we might not be getting a Sonic Lost World or Forces level for both Sonic and Shadow, but we might be getting a possibility of it. Like we might be getting Sunset Hill from Sonic Forces. That might be a possibility. I don't know if we're gonna get levels of the cell phone era of Sonic the Hedgehog or the digital era, which is happening right now for Sonic the Hedgehog, such as Sonic Frontiers. Because what level would they actually use on Sonic Frontiers? That's a very good question. And Sonic Frontiers is mostly an open world game. So how is that going to work? Anyways, yeah, I'm worried about we're going to get less amount of levels for Shadow, and most of the game's going to be mostly focusing on classic and modern Sonic. I know that this is a remake of Generations, but I'm pretty sure Shadow's going to be, well, left behind Sonic. You know what I mean. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to be getting new levels of Generations. Probably, maybe we might be getting levels of more of the modern games that I just mentioned a few minutes ago. And yeah. But yeah, I'm still excited to play Sonic and Shadow Generations, even though that Shadow might be um, left in the spotlight. Or, like I just said a few minutes ago, left behind Sonic. But yeah, anyways, I just wanted to talk about this game of what I think is going to happen. Um, but yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be giving you my predictions of WWE Elimination Chamber. That's right, mates. We're going to Australia. So please stay tuned to that. Always be a champion, and I'm out.